Welcome back to Hardcore Ultimate Iron Man. We are heading to Morytania today. But first, I got 3 teak seeds from a farming contract. And so, we're going to plant all 3 of them here. We had 2 teak here before, so we get 7,400 XP and another 7,400 XP. So, that's fantastic. We could pay the squirrels to get rid of the trees for us, but we did not bring 200 coins. So, we're just going to get some woodcutting experience here. So that's good. We are continuing farming very, very much. We check the amount that we got from just this most recent farm run. How about all? Yeah, that's 270k. I'm gonna chuck that in the looting bag with our other 8.5 mil. A lot of that is in the 455 ranars we have. So this is going nicely. What else all is this money? That's 700k. That's 3.5 mil. 200k, 200k, 200k. 800k in snapdragons. A mil worth of prairie pots. Yeah. It's definitely getting up there. Nowhere close to the amount we're going to need for the herbivore level I'm going for. But making steady progress. We're also needing to make more steady progress is with our compost. We have 2 ultra composts left. So I need to go get more volcanic ash and all that. Gonna see how bad a bronze pickaxe is for this, because I don't feel like opening the looting bag right now. But first, I need to chop down these trees. And I mean, hey, woodcutting XP. Why not?
74 farming. That is Logavano fruit at the Tithe Farm. So if we ever go back to Tithe Farm, we'll get much more experience. Don't know if I really have any reason to do that, but there you go. And also, crystal trees.
And now, the Morytania Achievement Diary. We've completed quite a few bits of this, and lots of the other diaries, just incidentally. So we don't have a huge amount of things we still need to do. We can start here in Canifis, attacking a werewolf with the Wolfbane. This stops them from becoming a werewolf, but they still have the very high HP of a werewolf. Less dangerous though, since they're only really level 24. But we do a bit of stabbing, and we win. Easy task completed. And while we are here in Canifis, we can do a few more. Tan a hide. Any kind of hide will do. Easy task completed. And if we run over here to Mazchna, we can get an assignment. No, we can't. We have a Slayer assignment. Should have thought that through. Alright, I guess we're gonna go do that. But first, since we have it in the inventory, cook a thin snail in Port Phasmatis. Easy task completed. Realistically, I could just cancel my current Slayer task. That'd probably be the right way to move forward here. Yeah. let's just do that. It's 139 advances in the God Wars dungeon. That would take a while. I would need to get into the looting bag, all that. I think it would just be better to cancel the task here. We've got plenty of points, so that's not a huge concern. So this will be fine. One interesting thing that we could get would be noted adamant bars from these aviances. We can't do anything with those since we have only 69 smithing, but in the future, let's go to assignment here, or rewards, and then task. Don't want to block these or anything. We're just going to cancel the task. Confirm. And what do we get? Catabellapons. Fantastic. And that is all the easy tasks. I should really make an effort to finish this Slayer task and check if there's any other of the Get Slayer tasks that I haven't completed to avoid that happening in the future. Talk to the Sabre here, and we get our reward. Morytania legs 1. Oh boy. They have 2 teleports per day to the Ectofunctus, but down at the bottom part, so not just right to the top like the Ectophile does. We get the XP lamp here. Go into Herblore. 2,500. 50% chance of a ghast ignoring us. I think we have a 100% chance of a ghast ignoring us because we have the fire. But okay, this would definitely have been an easier thing to do for less ghast attacks. And also 2.5% more Slayer experience in Slayer Tower. And now, of course, we move on to medium. Make some cannonballs in Port Phasmatis. Takes a little bit, but that is medium task completed. And now I need some silver dust. And you can make that by grinding up some silver in the bone grinder. It has multiple uses, clearly. And then we just combine all the things in the inventory to make nothing. Gothic's Balance unfinished. Gothic's Balance. Medium task completed. And now there is just one more medium task. And we get to go once more to Tarn's Lair, where I will proceed to kill a terror dog with a rune axe because I make good decisions. This room drains prayer, so that's also not great for me. But we will have food here too, so in theory we could leave, heal, and come back inside over and over. Or maybe the rune axe will just do work. That's also an option. We have 2 of them attacking at the same time, which is, of course, not ideal. See how much damage these can do. We will be safe. We can hit 15s, huh? Don't love that for me. So when we go back inside here, we need to find the terror dog that we were damaging. There we go. And we win. That is all the medium tasks. Again, really could have done this the first time we were in Tarn's Lair. But of course, we don't do that. Back over to Canvas to claim our reward. Talk to the Saber again for the Morytania legs 2. Now with 5 teleports to the slime pit. They also work as a ghost speak amulet. So anytime I need to talk to a ghost in the future, I can just go grab this pair of legs instead of running over and getting a ghost speak amulet. We get an antique lamp for 7,500 Herbal XP. 66 Herboy. Now we can actually make super defense potions. Robin in Port Phasmatis can make bone meal for us. 13 bones worth per day. And the Slayer Tower XP boost is now up to 5%. And now, we move on to the hard tasks, which we can immediately start by picking a bittercat mushroom. That's pretty convenient. I'm going to see if there's anything I need to do with these, but probably not. Climbing up the higher level spiky chain in the Slayer Tower. Hard task. Hello, Necreals. And goodbye, Necreals. Ow. And now we will use our axe for what it's actually supposed to do. Chop and burn a mahogany log over here in Muscle Harness. Had to run through the Cave Horror Cave, but protect from melee and our permanent fire in there really trivializes that whole dungeon. So that's okay. The next task requires us to use a portal in our house to Kirill, which is Canvas. We use all of these portals for the locations that they are currently going to. So I really don't want to keep it permanently on that. So what we are going to do is direct a portal, switch the Falador portal to Kirill. There it goes. Enter the portal. Hard task completed. And then immediately go and switch it back. I don't know if we had built the portal room and gotten all the portals before we got Desert Treasure and the magic level requirement. Probably, though. I don't really have much use of having this portal in the house permanently. Just going to just switch back to Falador. Runes in the room pouch don't work, turns out. Direct portal back to Falador. There was also the option of putting that teleport in the portal nexus. But that, of course, would have been 10 times more expensive for a teleport I don't really have too much use for, so this was a fine choice. And with that, there are 2 left in the hard tier. One requires piety, so that's 70 prayer. And the other, great brain robbery. Our quest list is down to 7. So let's make that 6. Since I'm getting into the looting bag now, probably could have just done this earlier and had appropriate equipment for some of those earlier tasks. That's not a huge deal. Destroy. Pick it up. And we do have a bit more things in the inventory. So we might need to drop a few things here. Let's just start by getting what we can. See what we're working with here. We are working with, I would like to have quarms. So, drop the limps, pick the quarms. And we can probably just drop the snape grass here too. Just not going to deal with that right now. We get plenty of those seeds when we actually go thieving. Also, we have 11,000 barley seeds now. And our herbs continue to stack up. The looting bag price there was over 10 mil. It's pretty impressive what you can do with a bit of thieving and farming. But I'm going to get the next looting bag and get the inventory ready for the quest. The quest starts in Muscle Harmless with Brother Tranquility. Can I help you? They're looking for a bold and true adventurer to help them with a little problem. That sounds right up my alley. But you're no pirate, and you're looking rather ill. Very ill. That's part of the problem. We can't talk here in this hive of scum and villainy. What part of the problem can you tell me then? He is from a group of monks that live on a tiny island nearby, and they have a problem with undead pirates. Start the Great Brain Robbery. Undead pirates? Let me at them. Of course we'll help. This needs to transport us to the island, and we flinch in fear. We have a history with getting knocked unconscious to travel to an island full of undead pirates. For some reason. We should see a doctor about that. Anyways, it's just a teleport spell. Much simpler. And here we go. Zombies! Get away from the monks! No, the zombies are the monks. What? And they're not even actually zombies. Sort of. They need our help. I'll hear them out, I guess. But if one of you tries to eat my brain, I swear. This is all very confusing. They are an order of Cerdomus monks that enjoyed this isolated island to translate and illuminate books. They had a treaty with the pirates, so the pirates would just leave them alone, and they could perform any blessings the pirates wanted. But just this morning, a ship ran aground on the island, and zombie pirates attacked. Were they drunk looking? Not that they could tell. There was this little zombie called Migor, and a bunch of sore bones, and some of the monks were dragged away. There was a terrible pain, and then they woke up in this body, with Migor gloating about how he had enhanced a zombie with a regular brain. They pretend to be unconscious, and then they made a break for it, freeing some of the other enhanced zombie monks. They fought their way out, and got over to the granary here and barred the doors. They also grabbed their now brainless bodies and stashed them downstairs. So far, the zombie pirates have not broken in because Migor called them off for some reason. They don't know why, though. So we can help with this somehow. There is a secret tunnel from the garden statue into the monastery. So we can get in there and figure out what they are planning. We just open the door here, and we get to run past some zombie pirates. They're not hugely threatening, so I'm not too worried. They will attack, though, so that's unfortunate. Move the statue out of the way, and climb on down. In here, we have an underwater section. So this is where the fishbowl helmet and diving apparatus come into play. And we just kind of walk along, or even run along the flooded tunnel here. Not much of an escape route if it's currently flooded, but that's probably fine. And at the end, we just need to repair some stairs. We've got bronze nails, because the sawmill was sold out of the better nails. We managed just fine. Climb this ladder. We're in a secret little alcove here. I'm not sure about this secret tunnel here. It's good for getting in here and looking through this peephole. But besides that, it doesn't look like you could actually get in here from the monastery. So it's definitely not an escape route. Let's see what's going on. We look through, and we hear the following conversation. Here's Migor. They need to go and attend to the captain, so they're going to be down below for a while. And his voice is very creepy. Like his throat is filled with mud. And they're producing some kind of gas. It's progressing well. Well, that was a lie. They need more ingredients to make enough gas to blanket the entire island. They could just storm the granary and take care of the monks really easy. They even have the thing. Could just hammer the walls down. But he is not going to take kindly to being questioned. They need to carry out Rabid Jack's orders, or they'll be sent to the box. Rabid Jack. They're making sleeping gas. The monks will be taking a nap for a week when they get a whiff of it. And experiments will not stand a chance. The gas leaves the brain intact for the next stage. There will be no rebellion this time. Rabid Jack will have his enhanced crew, and they'll have many test subjects. Well, that about sums that up. Sleeping gas. Hopefully I have enough time to get back to the monks and warn them. Back through the flooded tunnel, which is one of the very few places you can use the Brine Saber special attack that only works underwater. It's not useful, but there it is. Back out under the statue and over to the monks. We will see if there's anything we can do about this gas. Sleeping gas. We're gonna knock you all out and take you away for whatever it is they're doing. More brain swaps. Experimentation. Very problematic. So we need to prepare a defense against the sleeping gas. And he has something that might just work. A potion? No. The gas works faster than a normal poison, and a potion would take too long to work. What we need is a prayer written by one of the abbots long ago at the Edgeville Monastery. A deliverance from pestilence, plague, and assorted ills. They were heading to the wilderness, where the fumes and brimstone would have choked him, unless he was protected. And how effective was this prayer? Oh, he was killed by raiders. He was good against pestilence, less so against repeated sword blows. The Book of Prayers should be stored at the Edgeville Monastery, so we just need to head over there and get it. He can bring us back to Mossel Harmless. I mean, sure, go for it. I've got my own ways to get to the monastery. In rapid speed. Right in the house. And combat bracelet. In the monastery, we just need to search the bookshelf here. And there is the prayer book. Prayer of deliverance from poisons and such. Need a blessed symbol of Saradomin. And then, using the prayer book, will be perfect. It sacrifices prayer energy. With the stronger the poison, the more prayer required. Only partially removes venom, though. And then the rest of the book has been vandalized, charred, and bled upon for when he got attacked by all those raiders. We've made a holy symbol. From scratch, of course. Made the star, strung it, blessed it with Jared there. So we have what we need to return to the monks. Also, picked up another ectofile to get over here more quickly. Hello, Brother Tranquility. I have collected the book. And when we took the book from the shelf, did I say the words? What? The words of power that would prevent... You forgot to tell me about that. What? What were these words supposed to prevent? Completely forgot about it. I do hope that we can fix things before the locusts arrive. The brain operation made him forget about it. But it's probably all going to work out fine. Locusts? Don't worry about it. Only a little swarm. Back to what we were doing. I've read the book, and I know how to perform the prayer. I've got the holy symbol, and we are ready to go. Back to Harmony Isle. The gas has already been unleashed, so it's no time to waste. The other monks are going to help increase the strength of the prayer. So here we go. Wear a holy symbol and recite the prayer. Fantastic. But it's only protecting us in here. So what next? We could go kill some zombies. that probably isn't going to help too much. The main thing we need to do here is get all the monks' brains back in the correct bodies. So, I guess it's time for me to perform some surgeries. No. We are fairly competent in other areas, but we are no brain surgeon. And that's fair. We need Dr. Fenkenstrain. Like, the crazy guy? His twisted, brain transplanting, cutting edge medical practices? Okay. I mean, it's not great, but they really don't have any other choices. And he can do this service to atone for all his sins. Also, there's no werewolves here. And the werewolves are trying to eat him, basically. I guess. Also, he won't be able to do any more of his experiments here on the island. So there's going to be no more problems he'll be able to cause. I can take us back to Muscle Harmless. I mean, go for it. It's not going to make much of a difference. Oh. Alright. Let's go try to convince Fenkenstrain. Fenkenstrain is still up here in his tower. And you can hear the werewolves howling. They are coming for you. And realistically, we should lather him in barbecue sauce and chuck him out the window to the werewolves. But instead, we have an offer. To escape. Will you perform multiple brain surgeries on zombie monks? You heard me. You need to switch their brains back to the correct bodies. He's not too convinced that we are sane. I mean, you're getting hunted by werewolves. Feel free to debate with me about whether I'm telling the truth. He'll go along with whatever we do. It is an unlikely scenario. That is fair. He was a doctor. The whole weird corpse experimentation was just a hobby. The monks need your services and will shelter you from the werewolves in return. The best offer he is going to get. But we have to get him past the werewolves. A way to smuggle him. Their sense of smell is really accurate, so a disguise wouldn't work. And he is allergic to teleportation. Rufus might be able to help. He delivers meat to faraway clients. So if we hid the doctor in a crate of meat, they wouldn't be able to smell him. It's an idea. It's an idea. To Canifus. We will need to pass as a werewolf for all this talking to werewolves business. So Ring of Charos on and talk to Rufus. A meat shipment. Sent to Muscle Harmless. It's a bit of a distance, but he can write up a shipping order for us. And what are we going to send? Meat, I guess? What kind of meat? I'll be providing the meat myself. It's a treat for some werewolves down there. with the pirates. He trusts us. Don't worry about it. It's reasonable to want to catch the meat ourselves. But there's one thing. He's needing to inspect the meat before it's sent. He doesn't want to be associated with anything that isn't 100% fresh. And that's reasonable. He gives us parts of a crate and no nails. We have to provide that ourselves. But he wants a hint of what we're sending. Rabbits, ducks, sheep maybe? I'll find some good meat from somewhere. And I'm sending it live, right? It's gonna take a while to get there. So it needs to be at least a little alive. Only a little alive. Of course, good werewolf like me would be sending live food. Of course, of course. So in this shipment, something special? It's cats, isn't it? Cats? He's not gonna tell anyone. One crate of cats. Coming right up. But nothing. It's gonna be tricky to grab all those cats. And here is a whistle. So we can summon him in to inspect our crate of cats whenever we're ready. So we leave the food shop in quite a pickle. Where are we going to get a load of cats? And what do we see? But a clockwork cat walking by. Fake wooden cats. Put some fur on it. And with the Ring of Charos, it'll all work out. It's just crazy enough to work. We can now craft wooden cats in player-owned houses. This need not be our own house, but it does because we are an Iron Man. So, here we are. Inventory space is going to be a situation here. So, let's see if we can set up the empty crate first. Here is the crate spot. And we start hammering away, bending all the bronze nails, but putting together the first part of the crate here. We're really going through them. We do have 84 construction, so realistically this should probably be fine. There we go. Now we can add a bottom to the crate, which needs 4 normal planks. And it's going to be a false bottom, which Dr. Fingerstrain will hide under. And then cats on top. Look at inventory space here. We probably need to do the false bottom in one inventory. Like so. Again, using all the nails. I think this is the last thing we need to nail together here. Maybe. Yep. And now we need to fill the crate. Doesn't say exactly what we need. But we need 10 wooden cats. And to make that, we need planks and fur. There are a few different places that we could get the fur from. But the most straightforward one, and right on the route to get more planks, is Barak the fur trader here in Barak. He sells furs for 20 gold. And that's easy enough. So we're going to have to do multiple trips. I don't know if we can actually put in not the full number of wooden cats. So we're going to do a bit of item juggling here too. I don't think we need the prayer book anymore. We can always just get it back from Edgeville Monastery, either way. That gives us the 10 total spaces we're going to need, so that's at least a start. Planks and fur in hand. We can go to Clockmaker's Bench. It's not really a clock, but a wooden cat. Close enough. And there they go. One wooden cat. Of course we need 10 of these. They're easy to make. You think it might look strange for the wooden cat with bear fur? This is not the first time we've tried to pass off something with the completely wrong starting material and slapping some bear fur on it. But with the Ring of Charos, it should be okay. So now I just need to go make 5 more. And then we should be good. And here we are. Full of cats. Looking totally reasonable. And we get a random event teleporting in. And then a not so random event teleporting in. Get in the crate, and I'll blow the whistle. And here is Rufus. He looks around in shock that we are here in Frankenstein's castle. This is the only place I could think of to store the cats. Wouldn't want anybody finding out we had this kind of habit. And this is the crate. They look very still. I'm sure it's fine. They're pining. And why aren't they making any noise? Meow. See, there's a noise. I think there might be nothing wrong whatsoever. Nothing wrong whatsoever. Meow. And here is the shipping order. Just put it on the crate, and it's good to go. Also, he doesn't want to see me and my cat nonsense again. This is the last time I will do this. Goodbye. Okay. He is gone. And Dr. Fingerstrain found this very amusing. You need to be quiet or I could turn you in to the werewolves. Let's get this done. One shipping order on the crate. And it teleported. He said he was allergic. Hopefully the allergic reaction isn't too violent. Yeah, the whole thing here was he couldn't teleport and he needed to get out. But then he teleported anyways. Great. Alright, back to the monks. And here is the crate with Brother Tranquility. The doctor got here safely, and the pirates stole all of our cats. Bizarre. Back to Harmony. I can always make more wooden cats if I really needed it, but I don't. The doctor is downstairs, and he needs some things before he can begin. Well, let's head down. Here are the monks. with no brains, just bumbling around. And here's the doctor. We teleported him twice. I'm entirely unaware of at least one of those teleports. He reacts badly to teleportation. He got teleported to Muscle Harmless, and then teleported here. There's plenty of water to clean his clothes afterwards, so it's fine. But overall, he made it in one piece. Brother Tranquility filled him in with the story, and he's ready to help. He does need a few things, though. A cranial clamp, a pair of brain tongs, 3 bell jars, and 30 skull staples. And a hammer. What? Where am I supposed to get these things? The zombies in the monastery probably had those items to perform the brain switching in the first place. So we can just go back through the secret passage and ambush them. Nope. That's been sealed off via explosions. Also, they moved something from the pirate ship. They found the passage and did some interior rearranging, apparently. So we need to go through the front door. But that has also been boarded up. I will have a different strategy. The ship had cannons, right? So I just need to hop on board, grab some gunpowder, and blow up the door. Dangerous. But a typical day's work for me. It's time I go pick up my invitation to the party in there. There's still sleeping gas everywhere here. So we need to man the diving apparatus and fishbowl helmet and run off into the mist. They really managed to get their pirate ship stuck there. My goodness. So in here, we've got a locker, which we can open and search. Get some fuse. And then up here, there is a tinderbox and keg of gunpowder. I'll take that. And then up on the top steps here, we got another pirate. So, nothing to worry about. With these, we can blow our way in. Don't want to use too large of a powder keg. That would just be excessive. Lay out the fuse, walk a few steps away, and light it. Kaboom. Also breaks the door frame, but it's okay. We walk on in and prepare to fight the Sorbones. Protect from melee, because why not? They're not going to put up much of a fight either way. They're level 57. Probably could have gotten away with not even using prayer. Here is the cranial clamp. Each of these guys is just going to drop one of the pieces. The brain tongs. And some coins, I guess. I'll take those. This one had law runes and the bell jars. I'll always take some law runes. Love to see it. They take a little bit for their drops to pop up. That just means we can start fighting the next one. There are the 30 skull staples. And that should be everything we need. Because we brought a hammer. For making all the wooden stuff. But also for brain surgery. Your standard run-of-the-mill hammer. Perfect for brain surgery. You need to walk out the door here. And back over to the granary. Everything we needed. And we can give it to the doctor. A sterilized hammer would be better, but we really don't have time. And that is everything we need. We can get this situation taken care of. We are going to be keeping notes for posterity and keeping an eye on him so nothing bad happens with these brains. Let's get the operation started. The previous scene was replaced by Kizun playing with a ball of yarn. We now continue the adventure in progress. I don't want my eyes anymore. I have no stomach for science. I'm gonna be sick. This is a sterile environment. You'll be sick in a bucket or something. But it fell on the floor. And all the sawdust scraped right off with the cheese grater. Now anyways. Once the monk's headaches fade, they're gonna want to talk to me. From the sounds of it, we dropped one of the brains on the floor and got the sawdust off with a cheese grater. I'm sure that's going to have no long-term effects. It's probably fine. How's the brain? Hurts. Seems reasonable. Well, I'm going to go and kill Migor now, before the zombie pirates can sail away. You gonna be fine while I'm gone? The room is spinning, and he has a bad feeling about this. They moved something large into the secret room. Migor mentioned a bodyguard. We should be prepared for a fight. And we are absolutely not prepared for a fight quite now. So let's go and be prepared. It's going to be a slightly interesting setup, since it has to have the fishbowl and diving apparatus to get through the sleeping gas. But we can get a setup going here. How's this for a setup? We're going with magic. Specifically, Fire Wave. Since it's very easy to do so. We don't need to go get Ibans just for this or anything. Walk in to the monastery. And we see Migor. He wants to peel us like a grape for our interference. And that's pretty big talk coming from someone who can't even breathe properly. He calls us an insect and a vermin. He's going to sick his barrel-chested bodyguard to beat us into a paste. I don't care how muscular your bodyguard is. I'll defeat him easily. Crushes through the wall. Literally, a barrel chest. What is that? That's his bodyguard. He's going to test its capabilities by wiping out the monk. But destroying me first will be a nice warm-up. Barrel chest, annihilate. And now he takes his leave. We need to get the barrel chest stuck here. And we just attack. He does have an attack where you can break the benches if you're standing behind it. But due to the whole everything counts the southwest tile mechanic of the game, it's trying to just walk towards us and is unaware of the bench. So we are free to just go to town. Melee is quite a different story. He's got a slam attack that turns off your prayer. You can hit 20 plus damage with his attacks. So, safe spotting is a very solid choice. Very, very solid choice. We are kind of going through some of our dust runes, using them as air runes for this, but we'll probably be fine. And down goes the barrel chest. Had a brain inside that flopped out, and it also dropped its anchor. So let us go pick that up. And that takes care of that. Migor escaped, but we did take down the barrel chest, so that's at least something. He slipped away in the confusion. They went out to sea shortly before a loud bang inside the building. It's a pity he escaped, but this won't be the end of it. He mentioned Rabid Jack, which has been connected to zombie pirates previously. Do you know anything about that? He recalls hearing it before. One of the pirates on the island said it while gripped with a terrible fever, and the other pirates didn't want to talk about it. Definitely something going on there. Maybe we'll be able to persuade them someday. But after all of this, we're going to take a break for now. We get a lamp blessed by Saradomin that will grant us great wisdom. And we hear the locusts coming in. So I'm going to get out of here before the plagues start happening. Quest complete. 2 quest points, 6,000 prayer XP, 3,000 crafting XP, 2,000 construction XP, the anchor, the lamp, and we can use the prayer book for its poison curing ability. The lamp is, of course, going in Herblore. 5,000 XP. The barrel chest anchor is broken, and we could get this repaired, but it would cost 230,000 coins. We don't really have a huge amount of extra cash lying on us right now, so I'm not too worried about that. It's a decent choice for flinching things, if we needed to do that, but not really right now. So we're going to just drop that on the floor. We can get the broken one back whenever we want, so not a huge deal. And now, We have 6 quests left. And we can get on with the achievement diary step we needed this for. Technically, we could have done this right after we got on the island. But might as well just finish the quest since we're here. We need to harvest some watermelons from this patch right here. Easy enough. Watermelons have been grown and harvested for a hard task. So that just leaves us harvesting watermelons constantly and one hard task for Morytania. 70 prayer for piety. We are getting in a situation here where many of the diaries require 70 prayer. But I'm not getting that yet. Instead, I'm going to do another diary. Next time. Goodbye.